Hello my beautiful people, welcome to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I'm going to take a practical case on bank reconciliation statement. Please stay tuned. Don't forget to like, comment, and share, and even ask questions. Thank you. The first example, as a practical example, is going to be in form of sentences. Here it goes. You see, NDONG Ltd has an account with BGFI Bank. At the end of August 2024, NDONG Ltd Bank account showed a debit balance of 213,000, and the bank statement from BGFI shows a credit balance of 450,500 CFA francs. You see that the balances, they are not the same. So at the end of the month, they are expected to have the same balance, but the balances are not the same, which shows that there is a problem. So you will see that the next one is stated that upon verification, the following differences were discovered. So the first one is that cash deposit in the BGFI Bank, which was 230,000, sorry, it was 23,000 CFA francs, was correctly recorded in the enterprise, but was recorded as 32,000 in the bank statement. So see that there was an error of transposition here. The bank actually committed an error. Instead of 23,000 francs, they recorded 32,000 francs. Then the next one is checks issued to Supplier Toh, 155,500, and Supplier C, 230,000 was still on transit. These are unpresented checks. The checks were not yet cashed at the bank, so the bank did not record this. So it shows that it is shown in the bank account, but not shown in the bank statement. So we need to reconcile this so that at the end of the period, we'll be able to get the same balance. Then the next one is there were bank charges of 50,000 CFA francs. Bank charges is always known to the bank, bank statement, but unknown to the enterprise. That is, if the bank has not sent a debit advice to the enterprise, notifying them that they have already deducted this sum of money for charges, so the enterprise, it will always be unknown to the enterprise. Then the next one is payment of electricity bill of 107,000 was unknown to the enterprise. They have also made, it means the enterprise has also made the contract with the bank to pay electricity bill at the end of each month. So the bank paid but did not send the advice, so it was still unknown to the enterprise. So it shows that it has been seen, it has been recorded in the bank statement. This one in sentences form shows that they have already done the verification and they have sorted out the reasons why the two balances are not the same. Like I said in my previous video, that bank reconciliation statement occurs because of a reciprocal account, that the enterprise keeps the transactions of the bank and the bank keeps the transactions of the enterprise. That's the same transactions, but they have to keep them oppositely, because when the enterprise is depositing money in the bank, the enterprise debits it while the bank credits it. So since the bank is not showing the bank statement is showing a different balance from the bank account, there is need to reconcile, to present a bank reconciliation statement so that they bring a uniform, they have a uniform amount. So what is asked to be required is prepare the bank reconciliation statement on the 31st August 2024 and carry out the adjustment entries. Actually, there are two ways in presenting a bank reconciliation statement. The first way, we have description, which is going to go for the bank account and the bank statement. And then we have the next one is the bank account, where we have debit, credit, and then of course the bank statement, we have also debit, credit. The next presentation is the one that we are going to separate using the separate this description, debit. So I started with presenting the format of a bank reconciliation statement. Actually, there are two ways in presenting the bank reconciliation statement, as you can see here. The first way is the one where you have the description, and then you have the bank account and the bank statement, where under, of course, you have the debit and the credit respectively. Then the next one is the one that you separate completely the description from both of the two accounts, that's the bank account and the bank statement. So you have it's divided into two. You have the bank account, which has the details or description, debit, credit, and then you have the bank statement, which is having the detail, the debit, and the credit. So I actually decided to use the second presentation, where we have the detail, the bank, and the detail, the debit, and the credit for the bank account, the detail, the debit, and the credit for the bank statement. So when you look, you will see that we have balance we started with balance to be reconciled. We brought down the debit balance of the bank account, and then we also brought down the credit balance of the bank statement. And now the next transaction was saying that cash deposit was correctly recorded as 23,000 in the enterprises account, but was wrongly recorded as 32,000 in the bank statement. So it was an error that has to be corrected in the bank. So it was a cash deposit. Remember, I said when there's a cash deposit, the bank, that's the enterprise, debit, while the bank credit. So they went and debited they went and credited 32,000. So to correct this error, we just simply have to subtract the 32,000 minus 23,000. They will have 9,000. So we bring the 9,000 on the debit side. When we bring on the debit side, you will see that we have actually the bank statement has reduced that amount that they recorded as 32,000. Yes, some people will say, why did I not take it to the bank account? No, in the bank account, it was correctly recorded. If it was not stated that it was correctly recorded, that's when we can take it to bring it to the bank account so that we add it up to the bank account. But it was the bank statement that they made an error. So that is why we are correcting the error under the bank statement. We have unpresented checks. You know, unpresented checks are checks that have been issued to suppliers, but the suppliers are yet to cash the checks, or they have taken to the bank, but the checks have not yet gone through the system. So it's that the checks are known to the enterprise, but unknown to the bank statement. So remember that the bank statement increases on the credit side and decreases on the debit side. So these checks to suppliers, when the suppliers are going to take money from the bank account is going to reduce, it's going to drop. So that is why it is being debited, to reduce the balance. And then on the other hand, we also had bank charges, which was unknown to the enterprise. And you know that this bank charges to the bank account is also reducing the bank's account. And this with this bank account is just the same as the bank account in the double entry system, where it increases on the debit and decreases on the credit. And remember, it is a reciprocal account. Bank account keeps the records of the bank statement, and the bank statement keeps the records of the bank account. So you will see that when they are reciprocating, the increase in the bank account is on the debit, while the increase in the bank statement is the credit. So after totaling all of them, you will see that the debit side of the bank account is higher, so we use it as the total, we subtract it, that's minus the credit side, will give us balance carried down 56,000. And we'll have here on the bank statement, we also have 56,000. So this is the reconciled balance that has been done. So with the bank reconciliation statement, we record only the bank account, since it is the enterprise that is doing the reconciliation. So the enterprise will record only the bank account, what is found, that's the account kept by them. The bank statement, of course, the bank will take care of of what they are doing. Accountants do keep records of enterprises, so it's a reciprocal account. So as of now, we are keeping the records of NDONG Ltd. So this is how the records will look like in NDONG Enterprise. So we had on the debit side 213,000. So we are not going to record the bank reconciliation statement as per the debit. We are only going to record as per credit, since we have two elements, two accounts on the credit side. So we use the O'Hara accounting code for for electricity bills. We have 6052 non-storable supplies electricity, and then we have bank charges 631, and to the credit of local bank. So you see that they are equal. This journal is just to confirm the double entry system. Thank you for watching. The question is going to be uploaded in the description box. Please stay tuned for more